Hey guys, Crystal Grace here and welcome back to another pick a card reading. So this one is all about how are you currently shocking people. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. So take a moment to connect with one of the piles. Quick disclaimer why you are doing that. Please trust in your intuition and please trust that if a message begins to put you on a downward spiral, that is never my intention. So please release any negative connection or energy to something that is being addressed. It is for somebody else. I truly believe that. So yeah, sometimes a reading might not be for you completely, and other times it's just certain parts of a reading are just meant for you. So with that said, let's find out how are you currently shocking people at this time. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We have the card number 5. We have confidence, faith to rely on yourself. The biggest thing I'm getting with this card, it's such a beautiful card. This deck is very beautiful. If you're wondering what deck it is this one. I think a lot of you, there's been a big change in your level of confidence. And I think this is the highlight of your reading, is what I'm being told. I think you have completely, utterly shocked people around you because your confidence is completely changed. Like, it's very high vibrational. It's very positive. You guys have obviously been working very much on your inner shell and your outer shell here. And you are finally very comfortable in your own skin. And I think a lot of people are very shocked by that. Shocked by whatever glow up you have recently had, because they didn't think it was going to happen, is what I feel. They just probably never even thought that such a glow up was going to happen, is what I'm hearing. So the passage in the book says that quiet inner voice that knows you are capable of fulfilling your dreams is slowly becoming louder, and for good reason. You are called to fulfill your capabilities and start showing up for yourself. Being confident is not about being superior to others. In fact, it has nothing to do with others. It's about you, your values, gifts, and inner knowledge. Put aside the doubts within you and show up in your full glory. And this is what I'm like really feeling for you guys. You have finally showed up for yourself, and I think you are shocking people because you are finally choosing you, not them. I'm hearing you're no longer the doormat that people could just sort of like come and wipe their feet on. And she's turning away here. Like, this individual is fucking stunning. Like, I think a lot of you, you've really worked on yourself and it's really showing. And I honestly think a lot of people are very shocked by it. Like, I don't think people saw you in the light that they're seeing you right now. There's been this huge change, right? And you're being very humble about this change, about this new sense of beauty about you. Like, and I think that is also shocking people, pile 1. Like, you're not being loud, you're not being obnoxious about it, but you are looking damn fine. And it's like, this could be something that you were always dreaming of. And now it's finally happened, but you've stayed really humble and grounded about it. You're not flaunting it. You're not rubbing it in anyone's face. You are really focusing on yourself. And this is definitely shocking people. So if that sounds like you, awesome. I'm going to pull some more cards from this deck because it's such a pretty deck. So we'll pull 4 cards and then we'll pull some tarot and then we'll move to the next pile. So how is pile 1 shocking people? Devotion, love it. Harmony. Determination and consistency. Right. Might just pop this out a bit. So we have card 11, 35, 10, and 20. So it might be some numerology numbers there that you are interested in. So you could do 1135 angel number, 1020 angel number. It could be 1020 on the clock or 1135. Some of you could be 35, 30, 20, 21, 31, 45. 55. But yeah, so I actually think with these energies or these cards are sort of backing up this initial energy. So, you know, I think you've shocked people by this kind of newfound devotion you have for yourself, how you have finally found peace within yourself, and you are much more emotionally balanced than ever before. And this has all come from determination and the consistency you have been putting into your, I feel like your diet and your body here. Like she's looking very flexible. There is something about the body here that has had a massive change, a massive glow up, and these people are very shocked by it. I just don't think they saw your beauty until now, pile one. And that fucking sucks. It shouldn't have to take a glow up for people to see another person's beauty. I think they're just really shocked. How you're shocking people is maybe whatever you are doing, right? If this has got nothing to do with the body, you stayed consistent. You were confident in your path. And people, how you're shocking people right now is that you consistently staying on the path, you being determined to achieve whatever it was. Not allowing people to interfere with your peace or like your ideas. You staying devoted to the cause has had a lot of success. So you are shocking people by whatever it is you said you were going to do, you're doing it, and it's happening. Like it's done. For some of you, it's already passed, it's done. And for others of you, you're on that path. People around you can see it's happening. Like, and they're fucking shocked. Like, you know, there's something about your hair here. So like you may have done some changes. I just feel very strongly you've done changes to your outer shell here, and people are very shocked about how good you look right now is what I'm really picking up. So alrighty. Let's find out, how are you shocking people? We are taking reversals. So it's really off center, isn't it? All right, so we have the Judgment overruling the energy here, right? So the Judgment card, like with some literature, is talks about comebacks, and I feel like you're shocking people because you've made a comeback. And when I say comebacks, it's talking about you know, arguments, petty arguments, comebacks. So always having a comeback. So I feel like you're shocking people because you have managed to balance your energy. You know, you've been able to manage your energy in the sense of like people could be trying to put you down, create a heavy heart for you, but you know how to change the conversation or something and keep it light as a feather is sort of what I'm picking up with this imagery and sort of like other like meanings of this card. So I feel like you are shocking people because when you go into conversations with people who are trying to maybe, who didn't think this would happen with, I feel like you're shocking people because you're able to retaliate to things at this time in a very grounded manner is what I feel. It's very interesting. Now, it could be the fact with the Judgment card, like you finally let go of something that was maybe holding you back, right? And there's been this sort of like rebirth, right? There is a renewal of self. You've had some kind of like awakening or some kind of reckoning. There's been a lot of self-reflection. So you're shocking people because there's been some kind of like, I feel like the death card as well here. There's been some kind of rebirth here because you have taken a step back, done a lot of self-reflection, and then you've come out on top. There is this like sense of vitality about you, and vitality is being seen in your appearance. I just feel like people can't tip your scales anymore is how they're feeling shocked. Like they can't rock your boat. They can't try and bring you down or put you in a bad mood. And that's how like you are shocking people, because you're in this level energy of confidence, pile one. What people are really shocked about right now is that they can't tip your scales. They can't push you over the edge anymore. They can't walk all over you, is what I feel. Like you're not afraid to have arguments with people. You're not afraid to start pushing back. And some of you are still learning how to do that, how to put these negative people in their place. But people are really shocked because they can see you are now fighting back. You're starting to have comebacks, and comebacks is like somebody tries to put shit on you and you're quick to throw something back at them. Like, you know, you're not going to be heavy-hearted anymore about bringing somebody else down who's trying to bring you down, is what I feel. So then we move to the spread, right? The strength card in reverse. You know, people are shocked, right? Because you are not self-doubting yourself anymore. You're not insecure anymore. Like you're not lacking patience. Like you are going after the things that you desire to go after. And we've seen this through your determination, your consistency. Like you're not waiting around anymore. Like you're going after your goals. You're going after your dreams. You're being very, very brave, right? You found inner strength, which has led you to having more self-confidence, right? And it has something to do with your appearance, is what I feel. Now, the Six of Cups in reverse could suggest that you are shocking people because we sort of saw this with the Judgment, right? You've moved on from living in the past, right? You've shocked people because you weren't moving forward, and now you are moving the fuck forward, is what I feel with the Six of Cups, right? Maybe you were naive or having unrealistic, you know, thoughts or feelings about old connections, and people are super shocked because you're no longer attaching yourself to maybe, you know, karmic soulmates or narcissistic individuals. Like you are very, very much in your power. You are very much confident with what you bring to the table, and people are very shocked to learn. And I think these are people who probably, you know, could breadcrumb you and keep you at arm's length and just sort of use you as at their beck and call. So I feel like a lot of you've shocked people because you're no longer focusing your energy on people who do not serve your highest good, is what I think with the Six of Cups. Now the Ten of Swords, right? This definitely tells me that you are shocking people by the fact that you're finally having honest assessments, good judgment about people, and you're ending connections, I feel. You're finally letting go of failed relationships, failed connections, and you're ending the cycles. You're not going in cycles. You're not going around and around anymore with people who are not stepping up to meet you halfway or to treat you the way you treat them. So I think a lot of you have had a lot of soulmates come in to help you focus on self-love and self-care. And I think you're shocking people because you're finally, you finally maybe hit rock bottom and you've risen up like a fucking phoenix, like a goddess here, right? Goddess, however you resonate there. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm picking up with the Ten of Swords. So then we have the Five of Wands and the Magician left before we move to pile number 2. But yeah, the Five of Wands. We've got dogs here fighting. I just feel like this is reiterating the message, right? That you're not afraid to compete when people try and bring conflict your way. right? If people want to start arguments, you're happy to fight back. You're happy to disagree with them. You're happy to oppose and create struggle or bring on a battle. Some of you could be stepping into a very aggressive energy when you do this, because like these dogs all look like kind of aggressive, and that's fine. There's no issue with that, right? There's been, again, number 5, there's been this massive change in your communication, in your combative nature. And this is fucking shocking people, because they're like, what the fuck did Power 1 just say to me? Like, they just put me in my place. I think you have a lot of people who try and bring you down and try and like control you and like be more powerful than you. And I think how you've like recently shocking people, or how you have shocked people, is that you're fighting back. You're creating disagreements with these people. You're ready to fight, like you're ready to go into battle. And I actually think a lot of people are quite shocked by this, because when we come back to that 6 of Cups energy, there was that naivety energy, right? You're no longer taking a step back, you know, and pretending like people aren't doing the things that they are doing to you. You're like, hang on, motherfucker. Like, and you're finally stepping into your power. And this has all come down to your confidence, right? Because you guys are fucking stunning. And I hope you truly believe that now. You always have been stunning. You're just around fuckwits who knew you were stunning, but didn't want to let you know you were stunning. So the Magician in reverse would talk about, like somebody being out of touch and delusional or something like that. But I kind of feel like how you're shocking people is that you're learning how to trick people now. You're learning how to manipulate. You're learning how to control the narrative is why these people are so shocked. I think you're creating destructive experiences for these people. Okay, and it's now putting them out of touch. It's now creating a delusion around them and making them question connections with the people that you're all connected to. Either way, you stepping into your power is actually pushing them into a low. Well, it's not pushing them. It's like it's making them experiencing a low blow. Like you're taking them off this pedestal that they've put themselves on, and they're coming back down to earth where the fuck they belong with the rest of us, right? So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments. Sorry about the cat rolling all over your spread, but that's why we call it Cats and Cards. And sending much love and light to you guys. See you, bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose card 25, we have hope, belief in fulfillment. So some of you could be 25, quarter of a century. So we have in this book a feeling of trust, belief in fulfillment. Okay, so this card was pulled as a sign that what you wish is about to come true in the near future. Your power of belief, trust, and surrendering will prevail, and your deepest desires will come to life. Continue reaching for the stars and keeping a positive attitude as you walk the bumpy road. Invite joy into your life and believe in your strength. Know that good things will come when you choose to trust in yourself. My best life is coming to me. So how are you shocking people? I feel like, you know, your level of hope is definitely being heightened here based off this card. And I feel like your wish for some of you has already come true, and that is what's shocking people, or it's about to come true in the very near future, and that is also shocking people. So I don't feel like this I feel like this could be romantic. Like I feel like some of you could have finally met a lover. You've been very hopeful, maybe really patient. But I see Tower energy here. So there's been this massive change, I feel, for a lot of you. I feel like I need to get more cards here, because it's like not everyone is looking for, you know, a long-term lover. And not all of you are going to be in a soulmate connection where it's healthy. So I also am being told, like, you know, you guys could be in a state of being hopeful about some kind of change, right? The book suggested a bumpy road. So some of you could be on a bumpy road. People could be quite shocked to learn that there is going to be a light at the end of this tunnel, or people could be just shocked that you are still hopeful after the road and the journey you've already lived or you are currently on. You know, I think, you know, she's right in the eye of the fucking storm here. So people could be quite shocked to learn that you are in the eye of some storm, but yet you still have not given up. Like, you're still being very optimistic. You're still being very positive about your beliefs, about your future, about your goals. And I think people could be quite shocked about that. You know, you are showing a very strong sense of strength here. You know, you're not allowing people to affect you, your inner being. You know, we have love here. These cards are such beautiful cards. We have progress and we have wisdom. Yeah, I just feel like you are shocking people because you are in some kind of chaotic, like, part of your life right now is what I feel. So if you feel like your life is going really good and stuff, maybe this isn't your pile. But this card, there is a fucking heavy black cloud here and there is lightning, right? That is the eye of a storm coming right at her. Or she's walking right towards it, right, with a basket of flowers. And I think you are shocking people right now is because you are more prepared for pitfalls than you've ever been before. And I think you are shocking people right now because it doesn't matter how bumpy the road gets, you seem to be getting stronger and stronger as the days go on. And I think a lot of you you're actually getting more prettier or handsome as these experiences unfold. The stronger you are getting, the more it's actually affecting your outer shell. So, you know, when some people look like they've had a hard life, because they have, it's like you've had a hard life, but it hasn't really hindered your beauty. It has not hindered the love that you have for yourself either. And I think a lot of people are very shocked. Why they're shocked about you is the level of love you have for yourself is phenomenal. It's out of this world. I think you are very untouchable. I think people are very shocked. How you're shocking people is there's nothing anyone can say to you that can deplete your hope, to deplete your positivity or your optimism. You know, you're a very strong individual, and I think people are very shocked to learn that it doesn't matter what they think, what they say, what kind of energy they send to you. It doesn't affect your progression. And I think with this progress here, people are very shocked that bumpy roads do not affect your progress. You keep it moving, right? These bumpy roads actually advance your development. They advance your skill set. So some of you could be highly spiritual people is what I'm picking up. And that's why we see wisdom here. You have a higher level of knowledge. You have an understanding about spirituality. I think a lot of people could be quite shocked about that. I think a lot of you have picked this pile of very spiritual people. So you know when you're walking in the eye of the storm, everything's going to be okay. And I think a lot of people are quite shocked to learn, pile 2, that, you know, you can be on a dark path, but like you just, I don't know, you just sort of make it work is what I feel. And I think a lot of people are quite shocked by that. So let's find out what else with the tarot. We are accepting reversals for this reading. How is pile 2 shocking people? Oh, I was wondering if this card is a special card. So, wow, Judgment again. That's so weird. Judgment was the card for the energy, the main energy for the previous pile. All right. I feel with the Judgment card, right, you are shocking people about some kind of transitional period you are currently going through. You've maybe finally let go of the past, but there has been this sense of assessment being recently done, and you've gone and done something, pile 2, that is shocking people, is what I'm hearing. You've assessed a situation that has required you to let go of something, and it has actually brought in so much rewards because there's a sense of renewal within yourself. There's been a transitional period and people are shocked by that. So a transformation has definitely come upon you. And I feel like that is what it is like every obstacle, every bumpy road you go down, what people are shocked to learn, or what shocks people, is that it only renews you. It transforms you. It makes you more balanced. It educates you. You get wiser and more knowledgeable the more you go down your path. And I think this shocks a lot of people because instead of you turning into a negative Nancy, you take your lessons and you keep it moving, is what I feel with the Judgment card. You don't allow judgment of others to also affect you. So you could have made some really doozy like decisions, and you have always remained fairly well balanced in the outcome. Like you could have, dated the wrong people and then had to rebuild or something like that. But I just feel like with the Judgment card here, I do see the Death card in my third eye. So I just feel like transformation is like there's been a radical change, an internal shift within you. And I just feel like people can't push you off your path, because the paths that you've personally put yourself on have been far more challenging than the path that they could try and put you on, is what I feel. So then moving into the spread, we have the Hangman in reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, 4 of Wands reverse, 2 of Wands, and then we have that card, which I will get to it. The Hangman, right? I just feel like you're shocking people because you're disinterested in them, is what I think. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, you no longer have interest in people around you that may have, created a lot of stagnation in your life or on your path. I feel like with the Hangman in reverse, you're shocking people because maybe you are stalling to communicate or connect with them, and they are really lost for words because maybe you were always the one reaching out. I feel like people are very shocked with the standstill that you have created. I feel like a lot of you have, maybe when you realize like you're on the wrong path, right? You avoid making sacrifices and you get off that path. So these people could be shocked to learn that you figure out you're walking towards the eye of the storm because these people are toxic. So they might be shocked, pile 2, to learn that you pick up on their motives before they can even roll them out, is what I feel with the Hangman. You could be shocking people because you're ghosting them, you're turning their world upside down. Maybe these people are trying to turn your world upside down. You're shocking them because they can't do that because you have gone through this transformation, right? This radical change. You definitely are shocking people because you have a unique sense of perspective. And I think a lot of you, right, the Hangman can talk about, feeling stuck and that stagnation, that standstill period. And I think you're shocking people because you embrace those you embrace those moments and you don't allow them to hinder your hope. You don't allow them to hinder your strength, the love you give yourself or to others. You don't allow that stagnation or standstill to affect your progression. You see it as an experience to enhance your wisdom. And I think a lot of people try and put blocks on your path. And when they realize that you see it as a sign to take rest, to, you know, take a step back, to reflect, then you keep it moving. And I think a lot of people are very shocked by that. You don't look at obstacles as, oh, path is not for me. You look at as a way to level up. And I think this shocks a lot of people because most people don't have that level of motivation, right? They don't have that kind of willpower to keep things moving. Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, you seem to get up pile too. And this shocks people. The Page of Swords in reverse talks about self-expression. It can talk about somebody all talk and no action. So I feel like you're shocking people because maybe there was a period in your life you were like all talk but not taking any action. And now you're taking all this fucking action and you're very self-expressive at the moment as well. And they're very shocked by this because all of a sudden your world has flipped upside down. You've done a 360 and all of a sudden all this action is happening and like there's no more talking. It's like you don't have time to talk to people anymore. You don't even have time to spy on people and see what they're up to. You know, the Page of Swords in the upright would talk about somebody being kind of nosy and like taking interest in people. You're not interested in anyone else but yourself right now, and I think this is very much shocking people. You're also not sharing ideas, right? You're also shocking people because you're no longer exerting your mental energy or physical energy upon them. Like you become very recluse. Like you are very hard to reach. You are very hard to gain contact with. I think you cancel on a lot of people. I think you are ghosting a lot of events right now. And we also see this with the Four of Wands, right? The Four of Wands can talk about somebody being invited to certain celebration, like, you know, whether it's a dinner, family get-togethers. And it's like you're shocking people because you're not going to these events. You're not going out socializing. You know, there has been a breakdown in communication. People are very shocked by this. Like you're not an open book anymore. You're very closed off. And this is very much shocking. You are no longer talking about the plans with anyone. You're very much staying within your own energy field. You are no longer fighting yourself to do the things you want to do. I think you're finally choosing you, pile two, and people are very shocked. And that could be the reason why the Judgment card come out, because that message that I just said then was very similar to pile one. I never guide you to go to another pile. It's just not the kind of reader I am. But the fact that the Judgment card did come out as the overall energy, you may find an extension there with pile one, but it's never my intention to advise you to do that. But yeah, I think you are you're putting yourself first. You're putting all the planning and the preparation into a better version of yourself, because the thing about this card is it talks about the two variances here. So if this came up like this, see how she's fighting. She's trying to fight the beast, but here she is humble with the beast, right? The wolf. So I feel like you are no longer fighting your inner child, like you're no longer fighting internally with yourself, like you are definitely at peace. And people are very shocked by that. There's nothing that people can say to you to like put you in a headspin. Like you're like, yeah, cool, Jeffrey, like you're an angry person. I'm going to just go over here and love myself some more. And that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up. But yeah, Two of Wands sort of talks about, you know, people being very shocked about you moving forward. Again, we see that with the Judgment card. So you have a new venture and people are very shocked by it. You know, some of you could you could be leaving home, right, with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands. This could be talking about you're relocating, or you're leaving a certain place, or you are planning to leave a certain place because it's going to bring you inner peace, right? But yeah, to pull a bit more info on that card, it's called This Might Hurt, This Might Heal, okay, this card. So the upright position with the girl and the wolf at peace on the top, it suggests a time of healing. Humans are social animals that evolve to thrive in community. Connection is the key to our survival and our highest goal, and it is connection with others and the world around you that will facilitate growth. Take care of your people, love your world, and you will also be taking care of and loving yourself. So the thing I pick up with that passage there, pile 2, is what people, or how you're shocking people, is that you're no longer connecting yourself with people who don't take care of you. You are very focused on taking care of you, and if they don't want to take care of you, you're sort of eliminating these people, and people are very shocked by that. Is what I feel, and where I'm going to leave it. But I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose card 29, guidance, help from the higher being. So some of you could be 29 here. So guidance, advice or help from authority aimed at resolving a problem or difficulty. Your new sense of direction and purpose is about to develop. The path is becoming clearer. Your thoughts are becoming simpler. Your mind is becoming far more focused. Visualize yourself as you walk your own path towards your wildest dreams. What do you see on it? How do you overcome the obstacles? What is your attitude? Close your eyes and confirm your divine guidance. Your inner voice knows that you are being guided and protected every step of the way. What I actually feel with this card, or this energy, this is the deck if you missed that at the beginning, but I think you are shocking people because of the level of guidance you receive spiritually, is what I feel. You know, this person is in... you know, I think from is it like a one-legged tree pose? I forget the yogi name for this position that she's standing in, but you know, she's on one leg. She's fucking grounded as. But I actually think you're shocking people at this time because your connection with spirit is what I feel. Help from the higher being. You're shocking people because you have help from the other side. And I think this freaks out a lot of people around you, to be honest. I think a lot of people around you have never experienced such a spiritual, like a highly connected spiritually person, is what I feel. You are very grounded. And you're definitely at peace, but I feel like this is a witchy woo-woo pile, and I think you are shocking people because look at this big ring around her, right? She's so fucking protected, and I actually think you are shocking people because it doesn't matter what energy they send your way, it ricochets off this shield you have, and I think this is why people are becoming very shocked because you know things before people actually... like show their true colors, sort of thing. Like you see right through people, and I think what that is people trying to get close to you at the moment, but they can't. Your personal space is quite large. Your spiritual protection is very strong, and I think you're very much shocking people because people are trying to gain access to you but can't. I feel like a lot of you are aware of this because we do have the third eye symbol at the top here. Your crown chakra is so activated and open that you see things happen. You could be clairvoyant, clairaudient. But either way, I think a lot of you are highly spiritual people, and that is what's shocking people at the moment, is that they can't get to you. And they're trying. I actually think there's a lot of people trying to get to you and they can't. So this could be like if you're in the industry of tarot and people are upset by, you know how you get those fucking idiots in the comments about messages not resonating. It could be something like that, you know, throwing shade at you. You know, you're not telling people what they want to hear. It may not have anything to do with tarot or whatever, but it could be the fact like you're shocking people because you're not telling people what they want to hear, and I think they're trying to like get you back for that, and they can't, right? They can't. So we have safety, solitude, direction, release. Nice. So again, they can't, like, how you're shocking people is like, they can't hurt you. You're very safe in your own energy, but you're also very protected. We have a lion here, like cuddling the human, right? Like you're very protected, right? When I think about safety, we do safety things to protect ourselves. So I actually feel like, you've probably spent a lot of time protecting your energy. You've probably spent a lot of time on your own here. But I think mostly what I'm picking up with this safety is it's just reiterating this protection energy I'm picking up. Like you're in a very safe environment and people are very shocked by that. So I don't know, maybe you were in an unsafe environment. We've got freedom from hurt here. So maybe people are shocked that you are no longer hurting about something that you used to. So maybe you are feeling safe in a new partnership here. Some of you could have found a new beast to fall in love with here. Like, and I say that kindly, but you know, Beauty and the Beast. Because we do have a beauty, and then, you know, a fucking tiger is like a cat, but it's also beastly. Especially if it's angry and tries to eat you. But yeah, that's sort of the vibe. Maybe some of you people are quite shocked to learn you're in a very safe, loving relationship here as well. But before we keep moving, we do have 16, 6, 36, and 28. So, you know, 166 angel number or 636. Some of you could be 28, 36, 24. So take that as it resonates. You could even add those two. So 36, 28. That is a 4. Carry that over. 64. But yeah, we have solitude. How are you shocking people? I feel like you can do a lot of things on your own. I think you feel very safe to do things on your own. You're very like your direction in life is shocking people. I think a lot of you might not be in a relationship. You could be walking a path on your own. You're really happy with that. You could be shocking people because you finally release the expectation of being in a relationship, or maybe you've released the idea of staying single here. I get two kind of energies from this safety card. Some of you are of recently going into a relationship, or you found somebody who really likes you, like, you know, they're very protective of you. And I think a lot of people are very shocked to learn that you have finally found somebody that maybe accepts you for who you are. Like if you're a very unique spiritual person, you may be around people who are quite shocked to learn that you have found love, right? But the solitude definitely tells me people are very shocked at the amount of time you spend alone, and you're very happy to be alone. You're very happy to walk a path on your own. You're very happy to go hiking on your own or doing anything on your own. You know, direction in itself, it's got movement towards desires and guidance again here. So I feel like this direction card is telling me people are very shocked that the directions you choose to make is because of the guidance you receive from the higher powers, right? The higher beings, whoever it is that you get your downloads from. People are very shocked to learn that your movements are navigated by a spiritual team. Okay, so that's quite interesting. Maybe these people will open their mind to also receiving guidance from a spiritual team. And then we have release, right? Setting oneself free. This person seems very free. And I think maybe you're shocking people because you are very free-spirited. Like you're very open, you're very honest. You could be very open to your spirituality. And I think people are just quite shocked to learn that. You know, I just think you are very unique. I don't think there's anyone quite like you around these people, right? That you are shocking. Just go over there because people haven't seen these cards yet. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting from them. So let's move to the tarot. How is pile 3 shocking people? We are taking reversals for this reading. We have the High Priestess in reverse with Temperance. A lot of angel energy here. Hang on. This cat is just so cute. She's the cutest little thing. All right, bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so we have the High Priestess, the Temperance, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Empress. Wow. Wowee, eh? All right. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse in regards to how you're shocking people, right? I just feel like you're no longer working towards something materialistic is what I feel. I think you may have given the impression that you may have been really materialistic, chasing money, chasing a career, right? And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles, what's shocking people is that you're no longer career driven or going on some kind of career escapade or something, right? You have finally, like, your obsession towards material items or work has dwindled. I think a lot of people could be shocked right now is because you may have all of a sudden become very unhappy in the workplace, I feel, with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And now, like, you're no longer like as reliable as you used to be. Like, I think you were very routine based with your job, and how you're shocking people is that they can see that there has been a shift or a change in maybe your path, right? And if you are on a spiritual path, maybe you're not chasing a 3D job anymore. Maybe you're chasing a 5D job. And this could be shocking people to learn that maybe you have a 5D side hustle or a side job, and that you are no longer really focused on like leveling up in your current 3D job, right? Is sort of the vibe I'm picking up. If that's not resonating, you could be shocking people because, like, you're working without some kind of reward and you're happy with that. Like, so that could simply mean is like you have no ambitions to climb the ladder at your workplace, and people are shocked. Maybe you used to have plans and now you no longer have plans to do that. And this is shocking people because maybe they thought you were going to be the manager or, like, you know, try and upskill, go learn something to become the manager, and now you're not. And this is really shocking people. You're no longer interested in some kind of stability or practical adventure. You are sort of going off on a different path is what I feel with this Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess would indicate to me in the reversal, how are you shocking people, is that you're not telling people how you're feeling or what you're thinking anymore with this High Priestess in reverse. I actually think you have repressed. You're shocking people because you're repressing your thoughts and your feelings. Whereas before, I think you were very open about talking about things, and now you're shocking people because you're not. Look, you could be shocking people. For some of you, you could be a mistress here. You could be quite promiscuous, and people could be shocked by that to learn that you do have a promiscuous side. So take that as it resonates. Bit of Knight of Wands energy is sort of the vibe I'm picking up. And as I say that, we do have the Knight of Wands underneath there. I thought I saw it. There's nothing wrong with being promiscuous, all right? Being flirty is fun and in the sun, it's even better. But Temperance card, right? Shocking people. You just, I don't know, you're on a new path, right? The Temperance card can talk about a middle path. I think you're shocking people because you were on one path, like maybe a career corporate path, and now you're on this spiritual path, but you're actually in a middle path. You are trying to find the equal balance between maybe the 5D and the 3D here, having two different jobs or careers, right? That allows you to tap into the material world, but also the spiritual world. And this is really shocking people. I think you have found meaning and purpose in your life. And I think this inspires a lot of people, but people are shocked to learn that, is what I feel. I think a lot of you are healers, or you have a voice or a message to share to the masses, okay? And people are shocked to learn that. People want to hear what you have to say. People are very shocked that you bring balance into other people's lives, that you serve a purpose in the masses, is what I am kind of feeling. You know how to adapt to different situations. You're highly patient people. I just think people are very shocked to learn that you have a purpose in this life, and it's a spiritual purpose. You are connected to angels or spirit guides, whatever you refer yours to, and people are very shocked by this, is what I feel. I feel you guys are a very spiritual group that have picked this pile, and I think a lot of people are very shocked to learn how spiritual you are, but how accurate your spirituality is. You're very intuitive people, and I think people are quite shocked to learn that you are the High Priestess. You're also the Empress, Queen of Cups, very intuitive individual. You are psychic, right? We already sort of touched on this with the Oracle, but people are actually, you hide the fact that you are spiritual. Maybe you may hide, people are shocked that you are highly intuitive, that you can see right through people, but you don't tell them that you can see right through them, and people are very shocked by that. You might be able to read minds. People are shocked by that. You can predict people's actions before they unfold. People are shocked by that. You might freak a lot of people out because of your spirituality. Now, the Four of Cups, in regards to how you are shocking people, you know, there could be some kind of internal suffering that you have experienced, and that could make you withdrawn at times or disconnect from people. People could be shocked to learn that the reason why you withdraw from society is because you are trying to heal from something with the Temperance card and the Four of Cups, that you do have some kind of internal suffering. Some of you could have depression or anxiety and stuff like that. So you're shocking people to learn that you do have obstacles within yourself, but you have never allowed that to stop you on your path. And I think you're shocking a lot of people, because you could be using that inner struggle, that inner turmoil to help others, right? But when I look at this card, you know, you could be shocking people because you may have a lot of people trying to, you know, offer you a cup. Hey, you want to come on a date? And you're like, no, I'm just over here focusing on me, on my peace. This is very similar energy here. So you could be shocking people that are very highly sought after, and they're trying to get your attention and you're not interested. You're like, ooh, brother, ooh, hit the pavement. So yeah, I think you are shocking people because people are actually yearning for you, but you're not yearning for them, is what I feel with this. You're not interested in anybody else but yourself right now, is what I feel. Especially if you're not dabbling into a relationship, you are highly focused on thyself, and this is very much shocking people because I think there's people, you're catching people's attention that can kind of have anybody that they want, but they can't have you, right? And you, pile 3, like the Empress and the Queen of Cups here, it's very positive energy. you're very sought after, but I don't think you actually realize how many people are actually interested in you, how many people are very emotionally drawn to you. They're very drawn to your intuition, your psychic abilities. There's a lot of people around you who want a relationship with you. Even if you are spoken for, I think a lot of people are shocked to learn that there's a lot of people interested in you, but they can't have you. Okay, you're not interested in anyone else either but yourself or this beast over here. So the Queen of Cups, how are you shocking people? Again, this is reiterating this intuition, but you're very authentic, right? And this shocks people. I think your psychic abilities are very authentic. They're very unique. They're not like everyone else's. And this shocks people. You're very artistic. You're very compassionate. You're very nurturing. I think your level of self-care and self-love shocks people. I don't think a lot of people around you have ever met somebody who's very focused on themselves, very focused on their healing, very focused on the equilibrium of spirituality and the material world, right? The 3D and the 5D. You're a very unique individual. And I think people could be shocked to find that they feel very comfortable in your energy. Like when you talk about your spirituality, or when people try and get you to open up about that, you actually make them feel very comfortable about spiritual guidance and tapping into maybe a spiritual awakening, right? You awaken people's intuitive energy is what I feel, or skills. And I think this shocks people. You have insight that other people do not have. Again, this shocks people. I think whatever you're saying to people is shocking them, right? And then to close out your reading, pile number 3, we have the Empress, right? How are you shocking people? Some of you kind of want to circle back to this career energy. With the Empress card could be the fact that some of you could be pregnant. This is shocking people. Some of you could be shocking people because we have two strong nurturing energies here. Maybe you're shocking people because they didn't see you in the light of a nurturer, but then like the more they like get to know about you or learn from you, how nurturing you are, how loving you are, right? But there is artistic energy here and creative energy here. So there is something you are doing, something you are creating that is shocking people. They've never seen this before. They've never seen the accuracy. So whether or not they're dabbling in your content or whatever it is you're making, this is shocking them because there is a strong accuracy to this. And it's in this moment that they're seeing that you are very nurturing and that you are a sort of very caring, loving individual. For some of you, you could have had a shift or a change of heart about pregnancy. This could be shocking people because they never thought you would, want to conceive. But she kind of looks like she's ready to ride the horse, right? So, what happens when you ride the horse? You can get pregnant. So, yeah. I also feel like with the Empress card, it's about luxury as well, right? So I feel like some of you could be shocking people because they think maybe spiritual people are like tree-hugging hippies. They don't want money or shiny things. But some of you do like luxury items. And I think you shock people because people might assume that you're like, this tree-hugging hippie, but learn to see that in your home, it's very you do like the finer things, and people only see that when they come into your home or maybe your car or something like that. It could be your clothing as well, but there is something very rich and authentic about you. I think you're a very self-made individual. Everything you own, it's because you've acquired it yourself. And I think a lot of people are quite shocked to learn that you are self-made. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.